Alright, hey guys, this is going to be an update on me, how I'm doing physically and emotionally, and an update on my follow-up appointment with my OB, and then it's going to kind of change into a trying to conceive after miscarriage video. So, starting off, I'll pick up where I left off. I left off on Sunday, was when I made my video, and I think I completely stopped bleeding on a Wednesday or Thursday, so I bled for about 7 days, which isn't too bad, and the bleeding never really got super heavy or anything, and you know, yeah, I did pass some more tissue. I made the video Sunday, and I think I passed it either on Monday or Sunday night or something. I passed another piece of tissue. So after that, that was it. So I passed the fetus and then 2 pieces of other tissue. And then the rest was just blood. So that's how that went. I had my follow-up appointment today with the same OB that confirmed my miscarriage, and I just love him to death. He's so awesome. And he did an internal ultrasound to make sure nothing was left in my uterus. And when he checked, everything was out, so that was good. So everything was out, so that was really good. And he looked around and he said that everything looked really good and that my uterine lining was nice and thin, which was good. And I know your uterine lining is supposed to be thick, I guess when you're trying to get pregnant or whatever, so I don't know if it's supposed to be thin after miscarriage or whatever, but he measured it and it was 3.1 millimeters, and he said that that was really good. So he said that was really good, and then he you know, explained to me on the ultrasound what I was seeing. He showed me where my uterus was, and he looked at it from all different angles, and then he looked at my ovaries, and those looked good, and everything just looked really good. So that was such a relief. Really such a relief. And he, when I was looking in there, he measured my uterine lining, which was a 3.1, and then he measured my ovaries. I think that's it, in my ovaries. So I will have to look up what those numbers were, because I took a picture, because once we left the room, he had left the measurements all up on the screen, so Thomas took a picture of it with his camera, so I'll put the measurements to all that down below. So if you know anything about uterine lining after miscarriage or whatever, mine was a 3.1, so I really don't even know what to compare that to. So if anyone has any information on that, feel free to share it. And you know, he asked me how I was doing emotionally, and I told him I was doing a lot better than I was, and that I felt like I was kind of at peace with everything, even though, you know, I'm still upset. I'm not gonna say I'm not. I have moments where, you know, I'll be sitting and I'll just put my hands on my stomach and I'll be like, I'm supposed to have a baby in there right now. And just little things like that remind me and make me really sad, but it's not like I'm bawling my eyes out or I'm not overly emotional about it anymore. I've kind of, you know, finally accepted it, and I've chosen to kind of move on. So he asked me about that, and I told him I was doing really good, and then he asked what our plans were for the future, meaning pretty much, were we going to try again, were we not going to try again, or whatever. I'm like, well, we are going to try again as soon as you give us the go-ahead. We're going to try again. And he's like, okay, well, you can go ahead and start trying now. There's no reason to wait. He's like, usually we ask you to wait to try to conceive after your first period, after the miscarriage, but that's simply because they want to know your dates. They want to know how far along you are and things like that. And they can't do that if, you know, you've come off a miscarriage, because you don't have a last menstrual period to go by. So that's the only reason why they make you wait. So I think that's completely silly. He thought it was silly, you know. He said if we are ready, we don't even have to wait until I have my first period. As soon as I ovulate, we can try again. So that was super sweet. I'm really glad we are on the same page with that. And he's like, yeah, no reason to wait. There's no studies that prove that waiting helps your chances or helps your chances of having a healthy pregnancy or anything like that. So he said there was absolutely no reason to wait. And here. and so we're not going to. We're going to go ahead and try as soon as I ovulate. And he said that he explained to me, you know, things I already knew, but he was telling me, you know, just because I had a miscarriage this time around, that does not change your chances of having a miscarriage next time around. Your chances, you know, are the same as if you never had a miscarriage at all. So he was being very reassuring in that way, and he's like, and since you just had a miscarriage, when you do get pregnant, call us right away. We'll have you come in early, and they're going to do some, they will do some blood tests. They'll draw my blood to check hormone levels, progesterone, and things like that, just to make sure everything looks normal. And, you know, if for some reason that my progesterone is low, they can treat that. So they're going to take all precautions next time around. So that's super exciting because, like I said before, this practice that I'm seeing, they don't see you until you're 10 weeks. They don't see you at all until you're 10 weeks. So that's super exciting that next time around when I do get pregnant, well, of course that is if I get pregnant again. I'm not going to be like assuming that I can get pregnant again, but, you know, if we are blessed with another child, I will get to go in early. They're going to do blood tests. They'll do early ultrasounds. So that is so, that is just so awesome. I'm so happy. He was like, yeah, just, if for anything, just to put your mind at ease a little bit. So that's super exciting. So I'll be closely monitored the first few weeks of my next pregnancy. So that's exciting. And I won't have to wait until 10 weeks to go in. So that's good. And he asked me if I was taking prenatal vitamins. And of course I told him yes. I've been taking those darn prenatal vitamins since like April or something. So I've been on prenatal vitamins for quite some time now. So I've never stopped taking them. So, and he said, yeah. He's like, hopefully we'll see you soon. So that's how the appointment went. It went fabulous. I could not have asked for it to go any better. And with fully clothed, with shoes on and everything, and I weighed 132 pounds. So I thought that was pretty good. Seeing how I've kind of gained a little bit of weight this summer, so I've already dropped a couple pounds since this summer. So yeah, that is how things are going. Now let's move on to trying to conceive update. Well, I have no idea when I'm going to ovulate. If you count the starting of the bleeding of the miscarriage, I am on cycle day 13, 14. I don't know how. Look, watch.
No.
What do you want? Do you want a color picture?
Yes, I want a color picture.
So if you count that bleeding, I'm like on cycle day 13 or 14. But that doesn't really, you know, you can't go by that after a miscarriage. So I have absolutely no idea when I'm going to ovulate, which is fun. And I cannot even use my OPKs right now because I am still testing positive on pregnancy tests. I took a pregnancy test today, and it's still very faintly positive, but the pregnancy test is still positive. So I still have enough HCG in my system to make the test be positive. So when I take my ovulation test strips, they're positive as well. But they're positive like I'm supposed to be ovulating, which I know that's not right. So it's going to be interesting trying to figure out when I do ovulate. And I've been using my OB-GYN, but my numbers are all over the place. My hormones are just kind of crazy right now, so it's going to be interesting to see how long it takes my body to ovulate and how the heck I'm going to track it, because OPKs are not going to work right now because of the HCG in my system. So I think the most reliable way of checking my cervix this time around is going to be, you know, checking my cervical position and CM, so fertile CM. So that's kind of, how I'm going to have to track it, because OPKs really aren't going to be reliable, I don't think, for a while. I'm going to continue to take a pregnancy test today because I've got like one of those cheap packs that has like 10 in it. So I'm going to take a pregnancy test today to see when the test shows up negative. So there's that, and so yeah, that's kind of where we're at. The worst part is waiting, because I have absolutely no idea when I'm going to ovulate. It could be anytime. So far I'm not having any signs of ovulation or anything like that. My cervix is still low and firm and no fertile CM in sight. So I don't think it's going to be anytime soon, but I'll just be tracking things, trying to stay in tune with my body to see what happens. And as far as baby buys go this week, I have bought some things since the miscarriage. I've kind of found staying in baby mode and not ever going out of baby mode has kind of helped me cope with everything, because the thought of like never having a baby or, you know, not buying things like I was before was really, really depressing for me. So I've like continued on buying things.
Not now.
Here, look. Oh, I'm pretty. I've continued buying things like I have before. I haven't stopped. So that's kind of helped me. So what I bought, I'll show you. I have, and these are all used, but none of them look used at all. 3 more Charlie Banana extra smalls from the same lady that I bought the first 3. So now I have 6 of these. So 2 whites and a blue. Those were the only colors left that she had that were gender neutral, so I went ahead and snagged those up because I really like these and I feel like they're going to fit a lot longer than some of my other newborn diapers. So I got those. And then I got 2 more little Joeys.
Here you go.
And they look brand new as well. And one's
Here you
yellow
go,
and
Mama.
one's blue.
Here you
Got
go.
those.
Here you go.
And this has to be my favorite item. This is one of the Eco Posh Rumparoos fitted newborn diapers, and these things retail for $29. And so I was not going to spend the money on this, but I've had my eye on it. And I found a lady on Cloth Diaper Swap that wanted some Bum Genius extra smalls, or some Bum Genius smalls. She was willing to trade this for a Bum Genius size small, and I had 6 of those, so I traded her. So that was like the trade of the century. Keep it still. No, no. That was like the trade of the century. So here it is. It's green and brown. Jaden, stop. Stop. You can make a video next. Come sit. Here, do this. It's an apple. So literally the trade of the century, people. So here it is. It is green and brown, and it kind of looks just like the little Joeys, kind of by the same maker. So they're very similar. Looks like this has the umbilical cord snap down. It's got the 2 rows of snaps, just like the little Joeys, 1 snap on each thing. It's a fitted, so it needs a cover. And then you look on the inside, and this is what it looks like. And it's got these. So excited to find this, and all I had to do was trade a diaper for it, and these retail for $29, so woo, I was super excited about that. And it is definitely worth your time to stalk those Cloth Diaper Swap website or Facebook pages, groups, whatever, because you never know what good deal or good find or good trade you're going to find on there. So it's kind of like Goodwill. When you go into Goodwill, you never know if you're going to come out with anything or if you're going to find a really awesome deal on something that's super cool. So it's kind of the same thing with these cloth diaper buy, sell, trade forums, groups, Facebook pages, those things. So you never know when you're going to hit the jackpot like I did with this. So these are our baby buys. If you have any questions, please ask. I have received so many messages and comments, you know, from you guys, and the love and the support has really, really helped me to heal and, you know, get over the pain of everything. So I really want to thank you all. I've read each and every comment. I may not have responded to each and every one just simply because I got so many. Like, I did not even realize that many people watched me. Like, I know I have like whatever number of subscribers, but usually I don't even get that very many views on my videos, and I usually only ever get a few comments on my videos. Nothing like I did for my miscarriage video. So that was truly amazing. What else?
Stop, Mama.
Here, get Tigger. Here, put the diaper on Tigger. Can you put the diaper on Tigger? Jaden is playing with the camera, so I've got to hurry this up. So, even if I didn't respond to you, I just want to say I did read every comment, every message, and they all meant so much to me. All your love and support means the world to me, and yeah, I think that's it, and I'll see you guys later. So I personally want to thank, I don't want you to see my personal information, so I'll turn that around, but I want to personally thank Jennifer J.P. Seuss and Lena 3 Men and a Baby 06, or no, 3 Men and a Lady 06 for the beautiful bouquet that they sent me. Those really brightened my day when those were delivered here, and they really mean a lot to me, and I plan on saving a few of the flowers and drying them out and keeping them as part of, you know, the keepsake that I'm putting together for this baby. So thank you so much for that.